expo, you know about the expo that we sent expo. That is something that we sponsor. We will have a fall festival here in the grounds here later this year, and involve all of you. The little handout that you got for the surveys let us know about the class, and also let us know if there are other classes that you are interested in, because we try to have things that people are currently interested in, whatever way that's going on. The problem this morning, well, first of all, to do the housekeeping thing. If you're on Zoom, and you want to ask a question in the chat box, if you want, we have a restroom back of the room, and then also there you take the elevator in the hall, second floor. There's restrooms right in the elevator. So that's the housekeeping today. Today, we're going to introduce you to first of all, that are helping users. Checking in. We have Peter Gallagher here as our production manager. We have Peter
Markovich.
On everything. And Peter today. Peter is joined us years ago, and he has a good career. A lot of things that led him to want to do the race beds, and he's the race bed here. And so he's come this morning. Anything that you need to know, just ask for Peter, and he's going to do it. So Peter, it's yours.
Thanks, Peter. Not quite an expert yet, but I'm close there. How many people here were at the expo? Because I spoke at the expo. Okay, so you can probably double check me to make sure I'm teaching the same story or talking the same. And secondly, you've all heard this joke already. But I've worked in the agricultural industry for 45 years, an engineer by trade in UT, and along with carpetbagger in New Jersey. But I'm married to a sweet Southern gal, so it's worked out. That was 47 years ago, and hopefully another 47. We both can live that. But individual I worked with at one time, I was a VP of research. So he told this joke about a contractor going around the countryside, giving talks and things with various colleges and organizations, and he had a chauffeur who wanted to talk. But finally, one day, the chauffeur said, "You know, boss, I've heard your speech so many times. You're talking. I think I can do that speech." But they said, "Fine." So the next engagement he had, chauffeur got up, gave the presentation, got done, asked a question, whatever it is, asked the question. Chauffeur looked at her and said, "No, that's such a simple question. So why should you ask that question? That's so simple. Even my chauffeur in the back of the room can answer that." No, I had the chauffeur here today. Chauffeur is different. He's all master gardener. He's done raised beds longer than I have. And after he came to California, he's got a lot of experience raised beds. If I can't answer the question, I can defer to my chauffeur. One other thing, I appreciate, I apologize, my voice might get a little hoarse. I went to a function last night up in Crab Orchard for my fraternity at UT, who celebrated the 75th anniversary for my fraternity brothers. I'm not quite 75 yet, getting there, not there. But in the end, they wanted all of us. There's about 8 p.m. there. We had to do the cheers. And so we did it. We had to do it about 7, 8 times. So by then, we voiced them. So I'll hang in there. Hopefully you will too. All right. Today, I guess the next question I'll just ask real quick is how many people have raised beds? Good. So I have a lot of experts out here. So you're going to make sure we talk. And I assume the rest of you are looking to put raised beds in. Is that correct? Okay, good. Well, why raised beds? Basically, what we'll talk about today is what is a raised bed, types of raised beds out there. There's various types, various ways to build containers and various things you can use to make a raised bed out. Building a raised bed, soil for a raised bed. We use the word soil. Use the word dirt. Your master gardener, dirt is a napkin for them. I may slip it in there on occasion, so please catch me if I do. We'll talk about plants that you can put in a raised bed, and then just a whole bunch of different things at the end. ask all the questions you like at that point in time. And as well as those that are on Zoom, answer anything that has come in there. So let's define what is a raised bed. Is anybody know what a raised bed is? Definition. Basically, a raised bed is any garden bed that is raised above the natural level of soil around it. And it doesn't necessarily have to be within confines of wall or any type of containment type of structure at the end of the day. So that's it. Here's an example of a raised bed that doesn't have any containment around it. Mounded bed, you'll see these. These are predominantly used maybe for grown berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and so on. But you could use basically for anything. Again, it's a raised bed. Typically, when we talk about raised beds, this is what most of us think of when raised beds start. Made out of wood. Size will vary. We'll talk about that later in my presentation. This is what we call an elevated raised bed. This one actually is made out of red cedar, and the previous one is treated lumber. We'll talk about materials later. Getting very popular is using containers such as water troughs for farm animals, excuse me. But you can build your own raised bed out of any type of container. This one's down at the Axe or at the bank. Somebody just took a 55-gallon plastic drum, cut it out, and built a structure to hold it steady and go from there. And actually, that was my former chauffeur, Katie Bishop, standing there. Again, containers. Actually, I was in the ag business. We made lick tubs for dairy cows for years, and beef cows in particular. They're big. After becoming a raised gardener, I found a good place where we could have told our customers, here we can use all those tubs you bought for all your cows. Because once the cow licked everything out, and these were made out of molasses and ingredients. They just had these big empty tubs. So secondary market would have been some of people used for planters or raised beds. Then there's some things I had built, but again, mini raised bed for people, apartment, I'm getting more and more apartments, but people still want to have some type of garden. So you can build some small raised beds and put them on your patio or your balcony and a planter there. So let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages of raised beds. Start off with the disadvantages. Probably the biggest and the main one is cost. And there's two key things on cost. First is the material of construction, or if you buy a vessel, some type of really pre-made issue. So you've got a cost there versus if you're doing in-ground gardening. Secondly is you have to fill that with soil. Well, there's an investment there in soil. We'll talk about these in more detail. And then obviously there's more time and effort when you go to start your garden. If you're starting from scratch, you've got to build that raised bed. So you'll have to plan it out, buy the materials, have your investment there, then do the physical labor building it. Difficulty or impossible to use mechanical equipment in. You know, most people are used to in-ground gardens to buy a tiller. You don't want to take tillers to stick them up in a raised bed. You can to some extent, there's small ones, and there's a talking to an individual here. He has a little small electric one, which is fine. Basically, the raised bed, if you want to turn them over, just take a pitchfork and turn it slow. That's the best thing to do. Watering can be an issue, mainly where you locate in regards to your sourcing. Drainage can also be an issue depending on your soil that you put in it. Also, if you do buy these water tanks or whatever, you want to make sure the water can't go out, drains down through the soil. Otherwise, you just build up water in there, you get, and all your plants get water down, water bogged and detriment. Again, they're not suited for certain vegetables, more your sprawling. So your pumpkins, your squash, your watermelon, and you can plant them in there. They're going to go out, they're going to get out in your yard, get along this. And unfortunately, with those, when flower comes, that's where your fruit starts. So if you got sitting in the lily, or if you got to mow your, either work around or move there. So not really good for those type of vegetables. Now, the advantages of raised beds. Big thing is they're more accessible. They permit people, and a lot of us are like me, you're up in your late 60s or 70s, like I am now. You got limitations, fuse back, can't bend over as much, or you can't bend over as often as you'd like to, faulty knees. So it's more easy to garden with those. And actually, elevator raised beds become even better at the end of the day. You can control the choice of soil you put in there, and that's really key, because that really helps you with your production of fruit that you're, or vegetables that you're growing in there. So you have good control of that, much more better than you do with the in-ground. You can add amendments to your in-grounders. Here you, right from the get-go, you decide what the recipe is going to be, what that soil mixture, nutrients is going to be. You can place raised beds anywhere. You're not confined. You can put them on concrete, top of poor soil, or rocks, because you're putting the medium out there that the vegetables are going to grow in. You're not going into the ground. The key really, when you do that, is just how deep bed you want to build. So again, in regards to what type of vegetables that you have some deep root vegetables like peppers, tomatoes, you want a bed that's 15, 18 to 20 deep. And raised beds can extend the growing season. Raised beds actually will warm, that soil will warm up earlier in the season than your in-ground. Usually good 3 to 4 weeks. So you can put with your seeds, or if you already got it done some, can help you. Okay. That's right. Come on in. So again, like I said, they start earlier, so you can get your plants out there earlier into the ground. You're starting, some pretty plants should be either started inside or even your seeds. Weeding is a little bit easier, obviously. You still will get weeds in raised beds. Probably anybody who has a raised bed today. Birds, the wind will blow weed seeds and get into the bed. Don't get as much as maybe as you do in your in-ground bed, because you're not walking through the yard, picking up things on your clothing, and then as you go and work in your in-ground beds where it fall off and gets in the soil. I don't care where you are, how sterile the soil you put in to start with, a weed's going to show up soon there and go from there. And not only do they grow up, but they will grow out through the side of the bed that you'll see out here. If you want to go out later, look at our beds outside through the wood. You go from there. So, weeds are weeds, and it's just something that always going to be another nasty weed. All right, other advantages. Basically, we thought drainage is actually pretty good with raised beds, and you avoid soil erosion. In ground, again, you get heavy rain, what happens? Then start washing out. If you look at even your flower beds around your house, at my house, every time I get a heavy rain, half my driveway is covered up with the mulch I put on top of my plants. So we got the same thing here. If you put amendments down again and work them in, but still can be bought that. Raised beds, you've got your containment, other than maybe the nipple. You can paint it, you've kept it in that area. Balance that in there. And you can avoid another big thing is you can avoid damage. In ground beds, you tend to walk, and you're walking and you're stepping impact the various vegetables. Dragging water moves through them. If you can have some other system, again, you can be hitting things, breaking branches. And just a couple other things, raised beds can be relocated. You know, you build something and talk about it later, but I would use screws, easily unscrew. So if you got a raised bed in one spot, something changes. Where you just want to get rid of the raised bed. We have dismantled raised beds as master gardeners. People have solar homes and new owners doesn't want the raised bed anymore. We've taken, they've contacted us, we've gone in, taken them down, and we've taken them and put them someplace else. Just this past year out at the Shepherd Community Center here, 58. We had taken some beds down a year ago, donated to this reassembled, and now they're out there to use the youngsters out there. They got a garden there, so we've done that several times around the thing. And once they've been established, they're easy to prepare for. And the other thing is raised beds can actually sometimes add some good aesthetics to your yard and go from there. Picture over here is actually down at the again, food bank. It's the garden they have down there. We as master gardeners maintain that for the food bank. Go from there. And to all these beds here are built out of Trex. Okay, types of raised beds we talked about. We've got the wooden ones. And raised ones, elevated ones, and you can get all different sizes and shapes. Metal panels have become very popular. Raised bed, metal frame, and any metal panels on the side. This again is one of our master gardeners. Had to move Lookout Mountain down to, we got Greenville, and her husband built these for her 2 years ago. Built the frame and they bought the panels, put them in, and those panels were all zinc coated. But here's another raised bed. It's all metal basically, in wood frame room. Cinder blocks, popular. You can do a lot of creative things as you see here with colors and anything else you can do. Again, it's a big bed, several big beds built out of cinder blocks and water troughs. Become popular. I know we can go to Tractor Supply and get these. Now I've seen them at home, at Lowe's and deep sell these also. They can get pricey. It's all galvanized. Depending on what size, start around $200 with the block. So we talked about Foster, but you gotta start planning and say do that or do this. And then you got containers. So you can go up to Jack Daniels. Lowe's. I remember back in the 70s when I lived in Minnesota, I started out and kind of got some oak barrels from the distillery up there and got them in the music, but just planters were flowers, but they need extra stuff when you sold it. All right, so building a raised bed, what do you need to think about? First, the location, raised bed. Secondly, how big the raised bed. Third, what material construction do I want to use for the raised bed? And then finally, the actual construction of the raised bed. Location. Really, the key thing about your raised beds is you got to remember that vegetables, basically any plants, would like to have, should get at least 6+ hours of sun maximum. And the other big thing is, you always try to have you're getting a lot of southern exposures. If you could do that, final that, you should have good success, at least from daily perspective, adding that to your plants. Also look when you put them in place, thinking, what am I going to do that? I got some new trees over here. How high are they going to be? Are they ultimately going to start blocking our raised beds in years? Things you just need to look at when you put your raised beds into the ground in your location. Terrain. You may have a slope backyard. It doesn't say you can't put a raised bed in. It means a little bit more work when you do. But you could put raised beds in, which means you're gonna have to dig out and level some things out, because you want to have your bed as level as possible when you install it. So here, if you got a sloped yard, you did need to dig it out, you'll have to probably modify your wall structure. One wall on the backside, which might be into your slope, will be much higher than your front walls, because it's going to act as a retaining wall for you. It's like they did here, it's kind of nifty. They tears their beds down along the side of the house there. This picture over here, they're digging, it doesn't show it very well. It's a pretty steep hillside that they're digging into and putting their beds into. Go from there. All right, size and shape. Size involves the width of your bed, your depth of your bed, and how long your bed is. Probably of all of these, the quick one really is your width. You don't really want to get into 4 feet, because otherwise it means you have to do some gardening, and you don't want to do that. Most of us probably have a good garden. So 4 feet is basically ideal. Obviously, anything less is great. You get longer than 4 feet, unless you're 7-foot basketball player, they have to reach out. Lord knows where. It's not going to really work for you. The depth of the bed, basically depending on what you want to grow. I would say a minimum of 12. And I've seen smaller. Again, it limits you on what type of vegetables you put. Again, what you also where you place it. Place it on top of a yard, you still got soil underneath it. Fine, maybe work its way down in there too. Basically, you probably want to be 12 to say up to 20 inches. Yeah. The length, that's up to you. As long as you stay 4 feet wide, you can go 2 miles long. It's immaterial, just means you got to walk. You can do that. Recommended size basically is typically you'll see most beds, the picture I showed earlier, 4 feet wide, about 18 inches deep, and usually about 8 feet, 6 to 8 feet. Mainly because a lot of the boards you can buy at your lumber yards use usually an 8-foot length to start with, so it just minimizes how much work you have to do. And then the other thing is, I'll call it a rail or a cap. It's good to put got a 6-inch around the top, and you'll see it was in the picture. That way you can sit on it while you're in. Why raised beds are advantageous for us to get older and have physical limitations. Get some raised beds. These are all tracked here. These actually are sitting on the roof down at Battle Academy. The kids, they had a garden there. They had some wooden one over time fell apart. And so over the last 2 years, I built a total of 12 beds for them. This was the first set we put in. And then these are basically your typical 4 by 8 feet. They're all about 18 inches high, 3 boards high, and your Trex boards and your basically most of your deck boards are about, they say they're 6 inches, but they end up usually at 5.5 inches. There, so 3 of those is 15, 17.5 inches. You've got almost your 18-inch depth of the bed. He said you can do any shape and size. So here's somebody got a little genius and said, I'm gonna go to you. So 4 feet as far as the width all the way around, and kind of a nice look to it and go from there. So you can do a lot of other things. Be creative and go from there. Just lay it out on paper before you start, so you know what you got to do. You can figure out how much wood I got to buy or what I got to do with it, and go from there. All right, other factors on shape and size. When you do put your bed in, if you put more than one bed in, you put multiple beds in, like you just saw back here, you want to have some good spacing all the way around, mainly because you want at least a good 3 feet or better. Grass is gonna grow, or something's gonna grow there, or weeds or grass, and you want to get in there and knock it down. Plus, most likely, you're gonna have a wheelbarrow or garden here, and you want to be able to get all the way around the bed completely. So definitely want to space them out 3 feet apart and go from there. All right, materials of construction. Pretty critical, because you got to remember, you got plants now in the soil, and that soil is up against a barrier or some type of containment. So you want to be careful of what you're using there, because it will impact the soil inside. So we'll talk about that here in a few minutes. Soil in the bed needs to remain moist, and so exterior surfaces of raised beds do get a lot of hot sun. So that soil will start to dry out a little bit on the outside. We'll talk about that here in a few minutes, even more critical there. And most material, whether it's treated lumber or things like cypress and cedar, which are pretty rot resistant, with time, and even the metal, will start to degrade. Some take 10, 15, 20 years, some can do it in 3 or 4 years. If you go with untreated wood, like just pine, not wanting to get the treated pine, which is your treated lumber, in about 2 or 3 years, it's probably be replaced with bed. You can do some things to extend that, and we'll talk about that in a minute. All right, so what materials can be used? Railroad ties have been used, rubber tires have been used, concrete cedar blocks are used, metal is used, and wood is used. All right, railroad ties, definitely a no-no, folks. Railroad ties have creosote in them. It's a preservative, an industrial grade preservative, for the purpose they were intended for, not to be used basically in your yard, particularly for gardening. You might want to use it for landscaping purposes, as long as you're raising just flowers, shrubs, which you're not going to cut and eat. You're not going to harvest it, so it's fine. But in general, as the EPA says, your creosote is not approved for residential use, so you just want to stay away from it. And creosote itself, it will seep out into the soil, is a carcinogen. So here's an elevator raised bed, or excuse me, a raised bed. This is actually down in Chattanooga on the corner of 4th and Georgia. Beautiful gardens, but they built them all out of railroad ties, and actually some of them had the first layer of a block, and then they went with railroad ties on the bottom. Most everything that's in here is plants, but I thought there was a couple of vegetables. Actually, I think they had some herbs out there. If you go on that corner, 4th and Georgia, you'll see it, and they got, as you can see, there's a lot of things in the back. They got a little shed, everything else there. I don't know who it belongs to, because actually the one house next to it is a business, although it's a house, and it's for sale. We got to have it for lease over there. But caught my eye one day driving by, as It's going in really. It might, it could be, but this is that, yeah, this would be on the other side of it. Oh, on those. They work, I mean, there's some good great shape, they look great. But it's there, so if you want to see the railroad ties look like, here it is. I remember years ago. Yeah, Carol. Yes, I was gonna mention that later. The question is, if you have railroad ties and you use polyethylene, you can do that, because that gives you a barrier now between your soil and the wood. The railroad tie or untreated or treated wood, we'll talk about in a minute. You want definitely probably have a good 3 mil thickness on that. Don't just go by your painter's plastic that you throw them around when you're painting your rooms. It's got to tear too easily and so forth. So you want to go with a good 3 mil plastic or polyethylene. But yeah, I don't know who it belongs to. They're beautiful, but there's an example. They've been there for quite some time. All right, rubber tires. They're convenient, plenty of them out there laying around. Itchy, they're fun to use and so forth, but rubber tires are petroleum based. Rubber tires will break down with time. We know they will wear out with time. Sitting out in the sun, they will start to break down. They have chemical components which can leach into your soil and ultimately your plants again. Absorb those and go from there. Once again, if you were to use rubber, I guess the thing you could say is if they don't allow tires in landfills, why do you want to use one? You said but again, well, it takes a long time to break down, but still, it's up to you as an individual. Here's some pictures of people who use rubber tires. Actually, these are potato plants. They stack several up, build potatoes growing there. I'm not quite sure what they're going over now. And I guess, those are your typical car, or probably a pickup truck tire. I've seen more big tractor that you give you a big bed. Obviously, you get a big burden. Take somebody to bring one of their tires in. Again, you got to fill it with. Here again, you can fill these with. We'll talk about soil in a few minutes, but here again, you can control what's in there. So again, from a growth perspective, you can put all the right nutrients in there for the vegetables you want to plant. All right, concrete and cinder blocks are great. The only issue with those, and it's really not that big of an issue, is that fly ash is a key component of Portland cement. And it's about 15 to 20% into when they make a cinder block for you. So cinder blocks will not necessarily break down unless you bang on them and chip them off, and that's not going to happen once you put them in place. But they are there. But you can do some things to protect yourself. Because fly ash, as we well know, TVA and their experiences of all the power plants, they have big retention ponds that they let settle in, pull it all out. When they rupture and it gets out into streams or elsewhere, it's very detrimental. So, mainly because it contains a lot of toxic materials such as arsenic, lead, and mercury. Once again, with these though, I would put, you could just always, safest thing out is always put polyethylene. If you have any questions about is that going to impact on growing in it. You can also do you can seal your block walls with some polymer paints out there that are good. I said it consumption, but won't impact you. Like I said, use poly. And again, if you were to put bed, where it's made out of cinder block, or you have wood on concrete, make sure to grab that concrete you got down below is shape. Chip doubles, right? Again, you piece of polyethylene. Now, you build on first what you use. Always remember now, you're ultimately watering this bed. So you can get water in it. Water still needs to be as vegetable to absorb some of those. But still, make it too much, get heavy rains. The water's got to go somewhere, otherwise that bed's going to get soaked on. So again, make sure you put a couple of drain holes. Lots, you can also separate a couple of if you go around, particularly in the bottom. So water can leach out that way, keep it different, get too saturated for you. All right, metal, becoming very common. Galvanized metal basically is zinc coated, that protects and keeps. Zinc, if taken in large quantities, can be detrimental to us, even though we do take zinc into organized. For health reasons. If you get too large quantity, it can be detrimental. Same thing with plants. If they get too high, they will actually die. So, so they're self-regulating, and usually they will shrivel up and die before you get to the hard stage. So not really necessarily a major thing, because the metal really, if it's going to erode, it's going to erode on the outside, because that's exposed to the wind and rain. And wind's blowing, it's probably picked up some sand and so forth, that starts scratching that surface, and sooner or later that zinc coating comes off. See that with old barns around the countryside that had zinc roofs on. You say, well, they're rusting out, it's galvanized. No, the time that coating got rubbed off, now the actual iron and metal got exposed to it, and it starts to rust out. Jennifer looks like I would say something. One of the other key things with metal is it will absorb heat much greater than wood. And so it's taking it in, it's heating itself up, and it's also wanting to get rid of that heat. So it's going to start heating your soil that's inside your bed. Tend to heat that soil up pretty good. So just be careful when you do that. You need to make sure if you water, you're really water heavy around the outer perimeter, if you call it, your bed. There. If you got any tender type plants, put golden water with it. It packed it as much heat. If you use the metal water troughs that we talked about earlier, I wouldn't just put them on the ground. I would just raise them slightly, piece of treated lumber. And you want to drill holes again. Those things are trough to there to hold water. Now you want to drill it so you have drainage through this, and then the element. And it sits right on the ground. It ultimately seep in depending on what you're sitting. But I would just raise it about an inch or two with a piece of treated lumber. Or actually some pavers, cement block pavers, bricks will work best. You do that and you're in great shape. It gives you some drainage and you're in great shape. I would, which is probably what most of us will use, or are using in their current days, and go from there. We got treated lumber, untreated lumber, we got the composite. Treated lumber, as we know today, is basically pine that they treated. We'll talk about that here in a second. You'll see today when you go into your lumber yard, usually it's called yellow wood. See, actually that's being advertised now. Both there. Untreated lumber that you could use, things like cypress, cedar, redwood, oak, black locust. And these, again, because they're good. And then actually untreated fir and pine. The issue with most of these are they're not readily available in most areas. I think you find to go to most lumber yards today, you see actually go to those, and then they have cypress, actually have cedar, and they'll have oak in that. But again, the cost is extremely high, and you won't get varying widths. It's pretty much certain small width wise. From there. So we'll talk about really a good source of cedar here in a few minutes. So again, treated lumber, it looks like, you're not familiar with it. This is basically a 2x10 piece of treated lumber. So those that are not familiar with it, let's get the camera here. Usually historically, it's green in nature. Due to what they pump into it, we'll talk about that here in a minute. But that's your treated lumber. There. When you're not familiar with it, this is actually Tennessee red cedar. Good wood. I do a lot of work with it, and because I found a bill, which we'll talk about here in a minute, that you can get cedar there at. All right, treated lumber. For many years, treated lumber had this huge black cloud over it because it's treated with a chromated copper arsenic compound. and arsenic, and that will leach into the soil. And then your plants will, and particularly your leafy type plants will take it. And obviously, when you go to cook it, you're injecting arsenic. Obviously, arsenic is detrimental to humans. How many TV shows we watch? It's well, the wife killed the husband, she swallowed that arsenic meal every day or somehow or whatever. It is detrimental. You don't want arsenic in your system at all. Plants, as I said, can absorb these chemicals and as a result, they get food chain. There's some things you can do. You can plant the compost in your bed to help avoid that because it's helping keeps your soil at a pH. Talk about in a second. Healthy soil with lots of organic matter kind of restricts the take-up of the arsenic by the plant. Basically, you don't want to get too acidic or alkaline. One thing you can do with good lumber is you can put polyethylene. Gives you that barrier again between soil and want to keep your pH of your soil around 6.5 to 7.0, which is ideal for plant growth. Copper also. And this again, too much copper in humans can be detrimental. But copper is self-regulated with the plant. The plant will basically die. It's going to certain level before usually it gets to the harvest stage and go from there. Just a couple quick things like your root vegetables, if you got them in there and you have a concern, potatoes and your beets, your radishes, when you take them out, wash them real good before you use them. If you're using treated lumber, we'll change that here in a minute. And before you use them for cooking, as I mentioned, leafy greens. This is the key thing. About 20 years ago, they changed the compound that's used to treat lumber. They took arsenic out. People still, that cloud is still out there. It's probably gone from black to gray. Hopefully it's going to white. Hopefully maybe it'll go away when it's blue sky one of these days. If they took the arsenic out completely, they were able to re-modify the copper molecules in the compound and still give you the same effect of treating the wood, making it rot resistant at the end of the day. So today, I would say there's really no reason to be concerned about using treated. If you still have one, you can always put a polyethylene liner in there and you're in great shape and go from there. But there's still a lot of people that think about it, hear about it, and you go on YouTube and there's a zillion out there, one way or the other, and go from there. But basically, it's been over 20 years now that they have changed the compound that's used to do it. And the way they treat the lumber is interesting. It goes into big chambers like autoclaves, and they'll go in on big pallets of them. They close them up. They actually didn't put them under a vacuum. They try to suck out all the water area in the pine or fir, whatever they're going to treat. Once they get that done, then they pump the solution in with the copper in it under high pressure, and it sits there for X number of hours, slowly infuses into the wood. It's taken back out. It's usually let sit anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks to kind of dry out. I know back during the pandemic, but even not then, when lumber was tight and I was running around to 5 or 6 stores all the time, I would get some treated lumber. You bring it home and it's soaking wet. And it's tough to work with, folks, because you go to cut it with a saw and it just almost stop your saw blade. That's how thick it gets in there until it dries out. Or even today, I think as things supply chain has gotten back to normal, you'll still hit some awards periodically. It's still damp. And you go to cut and it's oop. And you can actually see sometimes the juice, I call it juice. Yeah, question?
The reason why they changed the position is that by law, so that you won't find it.
That I can't answer. I don't know. The question is for those on Zoom is why they changed the compound or the formulation of the compound for treated lumber, and that I can't answer. I think mainly probably at some point they realized the use mainly in gardening and other things and getting into the food chain. So I think with time, scientists went back to work. We figured out here's a better way of treating that timber and go from there, give it the life span that they would like to see. All right, I've been talking about liners. This is all you have to do. You don't need to line the whole bed, just line your walls, staple it up on the sides, and then put your soil in, and go from there. All right, untreated wood, cedar and cypress are known for their rot resistant properties, and they will last for many years. Cedar also is pest resistant. That's why you have cedar closets in house, cedar chests and so forth, because of that ability with cedar. You coat cedar or cypress with linseed oil now to extend the life even longer. And actually make the wood look really good. You'll see a picture of that here in a few minutes. You can actually coat untreated pine with linseed oil. That will extend it a few more years. I was watching the YouTube here a couple of weeks ago. And a guy does that. He didn't want to use treated lumber, but he didn't want to go. He couldn't go find feed or something else. We started treating it. And he got about 5 to 6 years of life after it. Get it, man. Not from my understanding, not with oil linseed oil. The question is linseed oil carcinogen? And I don't believe it is, because it's used quite a bit on planters and so forth. And so I don't think it is, but I staying corrected on that. So look it up. My other chauffeur will look it up for me. Biggest thing with cedar and cypress, in particular, and all the other woods that you saw in one of the earlier screens, it's just the availability in our area and the cost of it. Pretty cool. Hit it. All right, cedar, red cedar. This is actually my workshop. My wife hates me because you can't work fire anymore. Thanks to the pandemic, I got into building woodworking a lot more. Besides becoming a master gardener, I became a woodworker, and good source for red cedar. Here it is.
Linseed oil is a laxative, but will not raise any hazards. Okay, so it is not a carcinogenic. You did something.
This is the cedar source I stumbled on. I actually threw another master gardener, and it's up about 10 miles from here. If you're interested in going, getting knocked up cedar, and I actually have it on in the back. Actually, I have 2 more things in here. We've got them in the back. You can look at the other thing and more information there. But the prices are very reasonable. They are online, so look them up. They have A, B, and C grade. A is their best. B and C are usually stuff that's been damaged to some extent or had rot in it. Great place to go. Great drive. Highway 111, excuse me, all the way up to through. Yes. This is, well, it's actually Grant. It's out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, you're going correct. Yep. But treated pine still will be a lot less expensive. Your cedar boards here, a 1x8, we'll put it this way, a 2x4 by 8 will be probably about maybe $6-7 treated. With them, it's $12.50. I'll say this: it is a true 2x4 by 8. It is. I mean, it's not strong. Treated will probably be more like 1 3/4 by probably 3.5, maybe 3 3/4. Most of your lumber you buy in your yard are always shrunk some by the time they get to the lumber to the middle, or not to the middle, to the store. They just come out that way. They cut them and then they let them cure and then they shrink. Like I said, great place, great drive up through the Cumberland Plateau, up through Sparta, up to Cookville, and you get on the interstate, go about 40 miles, Highway 141. About 3 miles more, and you're right there. You go in, you can pick all your own lumber. Great. Here's cypress. That's what it looks like. I had a chance to buy a bunch here a few weeks ago. I was down, my youngest daughter lives in Helena, Arkansas, but in Clarksdale, Mississippi. This is American Pickers type of story. An individual passed away, but he had been buying everything he had. He had 3 buildings downtown just full of tools to clothing, to records, to lumber, you name it. And he had actually bought some of that cedar you saw earlier. But we have a pile of suckers, and they still kick my butt for not buying all of that, had a different money, didn't all of that. I've never really worked with it, but it's good, it's like red cedar. All right, composite woods, saw this picture earlier, basically Trex material, those are the name of Trex out there, brand. Used a lot more today in place of treated lumber when you're building decks on your house. They can be more decorative, they can do a lot of different things with it. Lasts forever. It's also very costly. A 16-foot board here will be a minimum. A 16-foot board, which is about 6 inches wide, when you starts about $37 and goes up from there. In most lumber yards, I've gone out and built these 84 lumber here, near Tyner, and they cut them in half for the small and 16. Bigger, big trail, but still easy to work with, but they don't get as expensive. And that's, like I say, you wouldn't tell because the more elaborate design you want, and so is your distance. But the thing about this is you can get a lot of different colors. So it's not just one color. So if you want red, whatever, if they have it, they'll order it in, they get it for you. Yes, sir.
They might have.
It's basically wood. It's a composite, so they take sawdust, and again, with some compounds, glue compounds, say, and they compress, and they some polymers. They make wrap, I guess I haven't seen wrap, but and then they'll coat it. This here is, like I said, they had to use your coating, so it's something to get the color. Yes, way in the back. Yes, it's been fun. The question is composite material safe? And I would say yes. These are, like I said, at the Battleground Academy, and the kids are now down here growing things, and actually the ones you see, I'll show it again here at the food bank. All theirs are that tracks, and direct contact with the soils, and no issues. All right, tools for construction. For those of you who are not handy. So a couple things you probably need when you want to go build a raised bed is definitely want a circular saw. You want to use, I would recommend using screws versus nails. Use nails, use galvanized nails too. Maybe one reason for screws is you want to take a bed apart, it's a lot easier to take it apart. And then your board's back out there. So obviously you want to cover the square, definitely want to level. Building it, you want to make sure you kept all your size level. Actually, you want to take first of all your ground, how level it is. So good 4-foot level, positive. Clamp only, you start building it out in the field, you want to put your board up against your corner post. Good way to clamp, unless you've got some helpers with you. Start, do your drilling, and it's just another set of hands basically. We go from there. Drills, I'll talk about in a second, but yeah, when you build it, a lot of wood, it's best to almost pre-drill wood. Sometimes, but otherwise, sometimes you put split on it. So drill a little hole that's smaller than the size screw, diameter screw, and put your screw and go there. Obviously, a tape measure, all important. I always wear safety glasses. I grew up in chemical and factory business, and we have to wear one. So, and if you're doing a lot of cutting, you may want to put a set of your. Now, this set has it built into the glass, pull them back out, stick it in your ear, slide it back into the thing. So kind of nice, kind of like rock there. Good. Okay, so some construction bits. Obviously, you want to decide on the size of your bed first. You know, 2 feet wide, 4 feet wide, 8 feet long, and also get all that done down on paper. Make up your cut list. If you want to do your pre-cutting, maybe in your garage or out the driveway, you're making more level. You take it out and breathe. As I mentioned, use exterior grade screws because they're coated. Protects it better. If you use nails, use galvanized nails. They drill your holes, install corner posts in the corners where your walls, as well as about every 4 feet down. I would put a post in. Depends on the type and how thick. If you're using 2 by 6s or 8s or 10s, I still will do those because you get all your soil in there, you pressure out. Particularly the longer it is, pressure. Do that. So look back here. Which I'm talking about here. Putting the post, now you may not want to use 4x4 there you may want to use a treated 2x4. Do that. And when I talked about a cap earlier, red, this is what I'm talking about. And then if you want staple polyethylene liner, if you're using treated lumber, or you just have any concern at all about leaching and tears. So it's better to be safe. If you use untreated wood, go that route. I would put at least a wood preservative on the outside. Thompsons or Olympic, which you use on your decks, decks. Do that on the outside again. Oil, linseed oil is good. And probably every 2 years or so forth, you move it back to the outside, and again using the treated. If you know you have some burrowing pests, it could be a potential in your yard, moles, or maybe groundhogs, or chipmunks, whatever. Then you want to install some galvanized wire down the bottom. I'll show you some pictures here in a minute. When they bury it or they try to come up, they can't cut through. Mice won't do it. And the feed industry for many years, mice and plants, you don't fill holes. Just, well, even in your houses, put steel wool in there in holes. Yeah, because the minute the mice bite into it, tears up their mouth, they decide it's time to take out. You fill it with foam or something. Give it a week and they can burrow away right through. So, so particularly houses here, I grew up in most of the houses being from the north that had basements, but down here everything is crawl spaces. Bases is on slabs, which I hated. But you know, you can get them into. We've had where I live out in Black Creek. I've had they come in, not chipmunks, but I got some pretty good size. Actually, big. And every time they mold up, so I plugged everything in, and we got poison in one spots. Actually took care of it. It took a while because they chewed through, got into my attic. Basically, I had a bike up there. They actually chewed up the burger tire. So forget it. Yeah.
You don't.
To get off of it, I had Gallo and then spoil linseed. I go out one day to grab and also spill all over the look, they chew the hole on the side. So I taped it all up. And back a couple of days later to grab to use it again, they chew the hole on the other side. So I went and got a big heavy duty 1 gallon gas can and put it all in there. Had it sitting on my workbench. Them suckers got up on there and they chewed into that. So ultimately I just put it in glass containers and that was it.
Say, galvanized watercrafts and put the stuff in there and they couldn't.
Couldn't get it yet. It's mice in particular can't climb up anything that's super smooth like you. That's one thing we did with one of our own feed plants. We'd go around and put about 3 foot on the bottom wall, because then the mice can't climb up to get into the plant. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Well, the holes you want to drill for that, the question is drilling drainage holes in the galvanized trough in the bottom. I would drill no bigger than a 1/2 inch. But you can go anywhere, you know, 1/4 inch, whatever, just drill a bunch of them and space them out. So as your water seeps down, will find its way, ultimately go out that way. Yeah, I wouldn't get super big because then you're gonna start losing soil, which you don't want to do. And actually, in elevator raised beds, what I do when I build those, I'll show that here in a minute. I will put a piece of screening in there over the hole so it keeps the soil from going through it to go out. Yes, another question. Yes. Yeah, that would be fine. Yeah, anybody get a hold of them, what I've used. All right, and the other thing to do, you may want to install ground fabric to prevent leak coming up, but there's some other things you can do a lot expensive than buy that. We'll talk about that. This is in your bed before we start sort of. All right, screws, got loads. To me, I found Lowe's is a better place to go to buy screws than Home Depot. They got better sling. That's my personal preference. But again, these are all deck screws, they're all coated and designed for exterior use. So you want a screw that's for exterior use. And see a lot of screws out there. but they were for interior, and again, like just using regular nails and start to rust once they get some moisture in them. All right. These are some raised beds I built for my neighbor. Elevator raised beds. This is over 2.5 years old. Hasn't seen an ounce of soil yet. Even today, driving here, still have not seen it. He had this, she does have a child with need, and she wanted to grow vegetable. And she's a nurse. And so I built this one, and it's well, I'm gonna paint it, because she had this landscaping thing that she wanted to do. So I left it. Well, after 2.5 years, this is what cedar will do. You've seen that with cedar siding and fences. If you don't coat them with something, they start to gray and age. You can actually take probably a pressure washer back to this and bring it back to basically normal. Well, she came back the next year and wanted some more beds, and she was gonna, I said, you haven't filled the first one yet. So I started building, I built 2 of these smaller, she was gonna build a U shape. And but I'm coating this one. So I coated it with oil and seal oil first, about 2 coats. And what I like about that is it brings texture or the grain out of it, and makes it look better. The inside was not coated, so you can tell that here. But here is coated, and I put one coating of on the thing, the outside, and went from there. Now these beds drain. This is what this is. It's a drain pipe there, and you can't see it. It's right there in this one. What I do there, I'm kind of jumping ahead. I'll seal the bottom boards I put together. Use it just with caulking, but then the center board I'll drill holes. And underneath, I take a 2-inch piece of PVC pipe. I built it right there, put it up through the legs on the side. You'll see the better picture here, a few more slides. So, and then I'll put a layer of screen, either screen door type screen in there. And so as the water goes through, it goes into the pipe, drains to one end. And I collect it in a bucket, and then you can just recycle it. So the engineer and me go from there. Well, I peel the bottom boards in there first, and then when I take a 2-inch piece of PVC pipe, cut it in half, and then, well, the legs, you'll see it better in another picture. I cut it to where it's being held up by some of the cross members of the, and you want to get it to where that slight angle, so a little drain to one side. No, I'm actually using, this is probably about 4 feet long. Starts back on this end and moves all the way underneath this end. You'll see it here in a minute. All right, again, just wood, Peter, we were talking earlier, you can buy on Amazon or any of the SEOs, buy raised beds. I don't, has anybody here bought some from there? I'm gonna say your experience is probably not very good. Yeah, it's very, yeah, well, the cost looks great, but I'll tell you what, I'll just say it's crappy and go in there. Low grade lumber and that stuff. But you can buy things, this is unique, the gentleman here I was talking about. You can buy these corner posts, or you can actually build them yourself if you want to make that up. But and then just slide it in place, and you can replace them if one that's bad or put it in place. Again, these are out there, you can catch it in some of the lumber yards right here. Well, I know they're definitely out on the internet. Now, let's talk about this. The 2 biggest things with raised beds is cost. Cost for the container that you're gonna have, wherever you put in, we'll say building raised bed, as well as first we're talking about cost. Treated lumber. I want you to cost out 4 by 8 foot by 18-inch tall bed. I use 2 by 10s. This is more like 9.5 when you get it better. So we put it together, it's an 18. I use 4 by 4s in the corner for support as well as going down. I said a 5/4 inch. This is actually 5/4 thickness. You buy deck boards for a deck. They're called 5. So they're about 5.5 inches wide. So use that for half and 3-inch exterior. So there's the cost of working out with tax and the famous Tennessee for. I'm sure because there's no income tax, I didn't realize it named sales tax. So, but mainly I bring the white back to Tennessee. I think that taking US for 45 years. $141. And that's the prices from about 2 months ago at Lowe's, so $141 for materials. All right. Let's build it out of Tennessee cedar, as you're minute ago. Same thing. Your cost will come out to $338. So you asked the question earlier. Obviously, treated lumber is going to be a lot less expensive. It's just a matter of what you want to do and how big pocketbook you want, how pretty you want to look, and so forth. And go from there. But it's basically almost 2x the price of building it out of red cedar. Now, red cedar mill has kits you can buy. You can see here the price, but these are for only 8-inch tall bed and 12. So the same bed we were just talking about here. You would probably buy 2 10-inch beds, stacking on top of one there. And they sell kit complete, screws and everything. There really is no center post or anything else. There's no cap on the top. But these probably can't see it all that well. This is really thick lumber. It's more than 2 inches. Basically, the type of planks you would use in the old wood bridges and so forth. So it can take a lot of weight. Okay, so cost wise, and you do 2 of these, you're back up to $300. And if you buy something to make a cap, you're back up again to the same years, except you know they've done most of the work for it. You would have to do some work to build your cap. It's just you you buy their lumber, they sell you an 8-foot board up there. It's usually about instead of 96 inches, might come in at 108 inches. It's you get more wood than what you got does. You can do that. You can make that. Oh, 10, say 10%. That's what you're going to make. Yes, they got flowers in this one picture they show here. But I don't know that made is necessarily good, but and get away. Yeah, I see it later. Particularly what you're putting on top of it. This is out on grass. There's next to the patio. See the break the back. It's out on grass. All right, just some other construction tips. If you want to get a good finding, this is a woodworker and me on your side, you can do what they call pocket screws. You want to cut these or drill them before you take your wood out and actually start assembling it. But that's what a pocket hole looks like. Probably can't see it. Again, these 2 pieces of cedar are put together with pocket screws. So holds it pretty strong. And then you can come back and fill them in with they have things you put inside and go from there if you want to protect the screws better. I'll have this out. Talk about various things, but here. Your screws, these are screws specifically for pocket screws. Good job. And they actually use a square type versus all your basically exterior screws have a star drive at the top. And you actually, when you buy a box of them, they throw a star drive in there. These are basically your star drive. I'll have this out later when we're done. You can take a look at it. But these are, this here is about 3.5 inch. Sorry, folks can go from there. So I'll have this out on the back later. And go from there. Careful. Take it back there. Take a look at it. We'll show and tell there. Yeah, if you do this is what we call Craig makes this, maybe a whole different. I've got one actually, so it's based on what you should use. I actually got 3 versions of it. As I got more adapted doing things, I went to a bigger and better version. But yeah, it's especially a little bit different. You can buy, you can go to any of your big box carrier. Woodcraft down on East Brainerd Road is a good place to go. They've actually got much better stores since I did here. Expanded store actually the last 12 months. Great job expanded the store. You go down to Atlanta to Rocklear down there and it's all in there. That's a big store. This is actually it's the device that you will clamp it onto the wood and then you drill through this holder and it helps guide the drill bit if you want. miss more if we're building an elevated raised bed, so you got a really good tight bond. Where it's going versus doing something that's the ground. Again, you want, there's various sealants out there also that you can use on your wood. One question about this here. I found this, I would have brought my porta post right up to the top, particularly if I was gonna put that, so it gives you the support there. This is talked about the, here, this shot actually shows they had put in the screening in the bottom of their bed. Where they fill this, that's all wire screening down there. And you want to use again galvanized. It's gonna be sitting there with soil on top. Asking where dirt, but so it'd be a lot of moisture at the time. It was just regular wire screening. It would ultimately long time. That's just a picture of building a bed right now, but I obviously using some pocket screws. Let's start down together. Getting away from using screen. Just some other answer tips. Building sometimes just another way to keep your wall straight is you can start drilling holes. They've actually got this is more like 4, 6 here. Drill a hole down, he's putting a piece of rod down. Do that because he keeps putting additional layers. And another one you're gonna just hold that wall to get some weight against it. I would recommend though. Do anything just to get good sealant so you don't get moisture sulfur back into your wood. It's like you did here, just caulking. Good. Bathroom type of caulking clear acrylic and paint there. Yeah, that just again takes the wood from what you're getting in and sitting there to be over time breaking. Oop, did do that. How do I go back? Sorry about that, folks. Here we go. All right, let's talk soil. This is the other bigger component. Soil is full life. It's full of life. Got fungi, bacteria, protozoa, nematodes, earthworms. Earthworms are good for your big raised beds. Even around. They provide the nutrients that feed your plants in your garden. All right. Talked about cost. The second biggest cost is your soil. So let's price out cost to fill a 4x8 by 12 foot bed here. We already said we got $141 invested in materials, so we built it. Obviously, the soil is very key up to that bed's going to be for you. So it's going to give you cost. Raised beds permit you to decide soil recipe. The new recipe is basically 50% topsoil, 30% compost, 20% nutrients. And we'll talk about all these here in a second. Topsoil, bag bulk. You've got, if you go back in here, this typical bed needs 1.78 cubic yards, cubic feet, cubic yards. And remember, most of your bag, if you look at it, it was talking about cubic feet. This contains 2 cubic feet or 3 cubic. So think about that. You're going to buy bags to fill a bed. You have a lot of bags to fill a bed. Matter of fact, I think I calculated it to be about 47 bags to fill about 3 cubic bags to fill a bed. So, but there's a lot out there, products out on the market that you can use, but you can go and buy bulk at several nurseries, and I've got a list of them here. That have some very good topsoil blends actually already, but they've actually started blending some of the compost and other things into it for you. As I said, some of these actually that you can buy they really are a mixture of soil and compost. And a lot of times, I don't think they even actually use it. It's more you look at it, just it says forest products on it and go from there. So they've done that. You go from there. Good topsoil. You take it and grab it, kind of ball it up, and then you open your hand back up. It should break up a little bit, and just jiggle. It should break apart. That is good topsoil. Otherwise, if it stays in the ball, it means you get a lot of clay in there, which you don't want. And go from there. And the color should be a little more darker, not gray or even reddish. And so I talked about the squeeze test there. All right, compost, same thing. Bag or bulk, you can buy it either way. Always look to see if it's been certified, which is good news. That means it's probably got some very good ingredients in it. They aren't putting fillers and other things in there. And likely every year on your raised beds, you will need to add some more compost back to your beds. The beds are gonna settle with time. There's no doubt about it. You know, natural earth vibration, rain coming down, hitting the beds, they're gonna settle. So you want to keep adding some back in every year, raise them up. Nutrients, there's several mediums out there that can be used, and I would suggest using 2 or 3 at a time. When you go, leaves well shredded, composted for 6 months is a really good nutrient if you want to compost yourself. Some people do it. There's some mineralized soil blends out there. Worm castings is very good, expensive, but very good. You actually will find worm castings already into some of the bag material that you may see at various nurseries or in the garden centers. They're good because they have a lot of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium in it. Mushroom compost is also very good, full of a lot of natural ingredients. I worked for Wellston Trade for 12 years. Back in the 80s, they got into the mushroom business, bought somebody out. It was interesting. All their farms were always near major horse racing tracks because they used all the manure tracks as part of their bed into their beds. Again, ground bark is good. Pine, you don't want to use fresh pine, but have something that's been aged. It's a good carbon source. It's granular. It's good if it gets mixed in there because you get some. Okay, I'm just finished my comment. You get some cavities. That lets air and water pass through. Questions? Yes, ma'am. Yeah. All right. The question is, if you have a source for fresh manure, would be cow or poultry, I would let it. I don't know the exact time, but I would let it dry out. Mainly because it's not so much. It being fresh, there's a lot of other bacteria there that you want to die off, and you want to expose yourself to it and handle it. And if you do handle it, always wear good rubber gloves, maybe have a mask. But to say you should be let it dry for 3 months or 6 months or 2 weeks, that I would say probably a good month just to be safe to go around there. Yes, way in the back. I guess I didn't understand your question. Oh. Correct. And that's a very good question. That will happen if you get again back to getting manure because it came from fields or off animals who are eating on fields that were treated with pesticides or other herbicides, which then got into their system and ultimately could be them. And it can impact your garden at the end of the day. Very good, appreciate that. All right, again, just some bags you see out there, various like I said, the big box growth garden centers or your other major nursery centers around town. This here is planting mix, but also has worm castings in it. That's manure there. I said earlier, but I had an experience, this was way back in the 70s. I'm still singing. A buddy of mine, we were DuPont engineers, and we were dating. They were all living together. They had a house, and we decided we'll put a garden in. So we went out and told the big huge area. Went and got a little horse manure from an employee at the plant. Worked that into the ground. We planted corn. We planted everything else. The unfortunate thing was Gary and I were baseball players, and we played in the local Sunday team. So once that season started there, late May, that's where our attention was when we weren't working. And of course, my wife, we became back from her friends. They were good on this. So we had the best looking, probably 30-foot wide, 70-foot long patch of not only vegetables, but weeds and everything else. We never went back to getting anything. It's a shame, but I'll tell you what, we had some good nutrients in there and it took off. This is all, any of your at Lowe's, Home Depot, or Blue Wall Nursery, or farm. All right, the cost to fill a raised bed. I said you have 2 major costs. Your wood, and then this So this is our recipe. This is what, converting this into what you would need for the 1.78 cubic feet. That's how much topsoil we need, compost. These are all bulk prices that I got out about probably 2 months ago now. Your cost would be $118 to fill that bed using bulk material. I would say you would easily 2x that if you were using bag, maybe 3x it. All said and done. So you can get it delivered. Obviously, there's a charge on top of that. If you don't have your own vehicle, most pickups can haul at least a good 1 cubic yard or better to stay within their gross vehicle rating. Even that though, when they put it in there, you probably drive around if you've already done it, you feel your front wheels aren't quite necessarily in the road, but you can get one. So obviously take a 3/4 ton pickup, be better than a 1/2 ton pickup. Or a trailer. But they'll load it for you, and you can take it home and then you go from there. Again, so now you're out. So if you put a bed in, you built it yourself, you got $140 there, you got another 118 here, and so you're talking easily 260 or better before you go buy your plants. So that's the cost of raised beds here. Versus in ground. In ground, you're still gonna have some costs if you can buy some amendments. There's some fertilizer, you can buy your plants and your seeds. All right, filling the raised bed, just a couple key things. If you want to put something underneath the bed, put it down before you put the bed down on the ground. Yeah, you can cut the metal and put it in there, but you may legal and you're super tight or you work it up the side and screw or staple it to the wall, your ground cloth, or even your metal screening. Then they can work their way up. It's tests like that. There's a way to get in. They're going to find a way to get in and get in. One thing you can do if you put it out on the grass, there and it gives you the right sunshine area that you want. Put several layers of carpet. Yeah. Recycle it instead of putting it out to recycles every week, taking it down to the collection center. Just take it, unfold it, lay it flat on the ground. It will decompose with time, but there's nothing wrong. It's not going to hurt you. Other thing you can do, since you're about 18 inches high, soil and it's in this thing, it's maybe close that gap and start throwing some branches, some leaves, and other things in there to fill those first 6 inches before you start putting your soil and your other nutrients in. I'd start mixing them as you go to put them in, either in a wheelbarrow or you can throw some in and just the topsoil is going to be your biggest component. Put that in, then you throw a little bit of your compost, your nutrients in, and just quick take a break from the hole, go quick, get from there. You want to get a blend and hot spots and stuff. These are places around town. This is back there also that sell bulk material. It's delivery. So when you get a good screenshot there, like I said, it's on the back counter back there and go from there. Actually, I think Linwood comes out to the expo every year. I think they come out around everybody. They obviously they're selling their plants here. They come out to our expo years. This again, this is another picture, not sizing, but this one talked about putting screening underneath, take from mold, pit months, or everything getting in, what it look like underneath. If you were to do that, so lay it out and put the top, have your first layer, flip it up, you attach your screen, pull it back down. You're putting landscaping cloth down in this particular bed. I talked about filling the bed. So here's what you do: twigs, all logs. They're going to decompose with time. Give you some nutrients. And it saves you some money up front. Here he is filling his raised beds with tree branches and so forth from his yard. It's that I don't know. I would say probably might take a couple years being. So it fills up the spot, but it's decomposing. Just giving you some nutrients. Like planting. You can plant almost anything you want in a raised bed, like you do in except for you can do it. You have to be careful where you plant it in the bed where the sunlight's coming. Over the road, it's going to start shading everything else. You don't want to do that. Talked about our watermelons, your vines, your squashes, anything else that has vines, they're gonna take off. There's no barriers to them. Put additional pest, if you want some fencing up around it, but it's just gonna go into it. Keep on. Basically, even within ground, but especially with raised beds, makes it 3 crops a year. Cool weather vegetables in the spring, plant them as early as March, maybe late February, just depends how our weather has gone that particular year. So by June, anything that's 45 to 60 days, you're almost by May, late June, harvest it, put your summer vegetables in. Probably by September, they will have run their course, sure, and you harvest them. You can come back with your fall cool weather days. And actually, your cool weather you can do all year long if you keep harvesting. But you can do it in the fall. Between seasons, you want to amend your soil in the beds, add some compost, nutrient blend, label your rows, particularly if you're planting seeds, even if you. So, because like I said, you're still gonna get some weeds, so sometimes as they're popping up, the weeds are popping up, and then you think, well, which one do I pull? So at least know, here's my row, and what is it? Small trims, if you want to grow beans, that's a picture of that here in a minute. Again, where you place that in your bed, be careful, you don't want to shade as it starts to grow up. Whole beans grow up the trellis, it doesn't shade other vegetables that might be in that particular bed. I would lay it out on paper, kind of what you want to do. Yeah, look at what the characteristics are of your vegetables. Again, one doesn't shade the other. Some are compatible with others. And again, there's a chart back there on that you can take a copy of, which you'll see in a minute. What vegetables you want to put here. And that would be the same true with any ground. And then once you start seeing some things, just to help keep the weeds down, you can actually put some mulch back in your bed. That helps keep water in the ground. Water. Soil, chain there, you get your microorganisms, they help break things down and feed plants and put some things back in the soil. Some of these guys, one's helping the other. Cool season crops. Many of you probably know this already, so your lettuce, your beets, your radishes, spinach, cauliflower, broccoli, kale, mustard greens, all that are only 45 to 60 days when you harvest them. Warm season crops are more your peppers, your tomato, obviously your vine type. Good one, eggplant, which I just planted for the first time. I managed the beds, we got 6 beds outside here, cucumbers and sweet potatoes. Another one actually is new potatoes. You put those in there, they're cool. We put them in and harvest them by early June. Then come back and put sweet potatoes in. If you got multiple beds, sometimes you might want to begin to look at it. I'm going to rotate some things. Plant sweet potatoes in this bed this year, maybe I'm over this bed next year. And like farmers do. All right, bed layout. Again, you put your bed in place, lay things out. You want to kind of keep things nice and neat. Make sure you get plenty of spacing because, yeah, when they're small, they got plenty of space. Those things grow, and you find that space is gone. And one plant can overshadow them. I learned that last year, and I'm repeating the same errors this year because we got outside. A hard-headed roughing, and it just didn't stick in. And even my chauffeur Katie informed me and did some things, but we still did the same mistake. That's having 2 artificial knees and fuse back, but for balance. But my chauffeur will answer this one.
Read the seed package, it would tell you.
Yeah.
You should plant the place and trust it.
The question was, how far plant these? And really the answer is all your packets, and even if you buy seedlings, they'll say in there 6 inches, 12 inches. But guaranteed, it may say 6, but I would give it maybe an extra, because something will really work. All right, trellis. This is a trellis down at the food bank. They actually use the cattle fence, and you can buy these panels. You can bend them up, and beans will start growing up the side and lower top. Kind of nice. You can walk through it. Go from there. They've got the other beans poles there. This is a trellis I built this year without here. When you're done, you're welcome to go. There were 6 beds out here to see some things. This is when I put this in about 1st of May, excuse me, 1st of June, or 2nd week of June. Plant our beans. This is actually over. If you go out today, this is even more advanced now. Just in a matter of a couple of days, whether beans are just taking off, see a lot of pods on bush beans that are down on the ground, and it's Kentucky pole beans that are one of the trellis there. Here's some charts about what's plants that are compatible with each other in various beds, and all this is back there. You can take a copy, photo with your phone, so do that. Food Gardening Network is it's a subscription. I get it every day. I get something, a blast from them on various things and some good articles on gardening and everything from raised beds to container gardening. Actually, the new thing now is these big bags, rolling things, and those are out there. Temperature chart, again, copy of this is in the back. You can make a copy of it as far as what time temperatures you need for good germination. So as you can see, things like kale and lettuce, they can go 40 degrees. You can put them in the ground and they will start germinating for you. And able in the fall, when you plant them, it's still warm. Still, as it goes into the season, as they grow, they can take a frost initially and go from there and still continue to grow. Again, it's a kind of kitchen chart thing. Their copy is back there for you to make a copy of. So just a smaller version. All right, to quickly talk irrigation. Best to water it early in the morning if you can. I mean, water any time of the day, but make sure you get the water down around the roots and just don't spray at the top. Things will evaporate pretty quick when you get these hot days. So you want to get out there early and water it in and get your hose. If you're just taking the hose out, get it down your roots, get it onto the ground. Evaporation. You could put irrigation systems in, particularly if you got multiple beds. Question is, where's your water source? You may, again, it could be another cost. You put this way out in your yard and you say, no, I don't want to be trying to hose them all the time. I'm going to want to pipe up and now you got to dig a line in the ground and dig it out. And then you can put timers and everything else in there. Put some solar hoses. Yeah, you've made it easy for yourself, but there's a cost to that. So it all gets back to dollars and cents. You can buy solar hoses and put in. You can come out and just connect your hose to, or again, if you run lines out, connect them up. Or you can build, there's flexible tubing, which they use today. You don't use copper tubing in houses anymore. It's all it's polyethylene. Buy that, or you can actually just get some rigid PVC 1-inch pipe, but drill holes in it and don't drill anything bigger than a 1/16 of an inch. Otherwise, you start getting too much water out. So good size is 1/16 of an inch. How elaborate you want to get is your decision. It's how big your pocket will get. Soaker hoses laying in a raised bed there. And you want to lay those, you lay them in there so they kind of get near where you're going to have your plants and your roots are going to be. So you usually probably want to lay them in there once after you start seeing some growth. This is actually soaker hose, so just kind of just says soak, it just dribbles out, soaks the ground around it, and go from there. Some new beds, maybe actually use more rigid piping in here. And all these are connected into a irrigation or into a system with timers and everything else, which is great. It's no matter how much money you're going to spend. Critters, you will find with raised beds, and although raised, a lot of animals can't get into, particularly dogs and some other things, but we found this spring something was getting into our bed out here. So ultimately, you can't tell. Here's another picture later. We actually just put some real flimsy 2-inch polyethylene plastic fencing around just so they couldn't get into the bed. You can't see it here, but one issue with raised beds is there's actually a wasp nest underneath inside one of this. Be careful that they may go in there and build a nest. You don't know if they're out there gardening all of a sudden one day and disturb them, making out kitchen and go from there. So that can happen. Well, and then come the ants, fire ants. And get into your bed, just like you see in your yard, and go from there. This is just another shot of actually the trellis down at the food bank. This is the food bank. Again, we talked about composite materials earlier. This is all composite material they had there now for, I think it's almost maybe 8, Carol, you may know, I think it's 8 to 10 years now. Some of those beds have been released down there at the food bank. 8, and I think these might be the initial bids, so if that's the case. Talking a long lifetime, so yeah, it's expensive. But then you're not replacing bids every 10 or 15 years. Yes, sir.
You don't get in.
The question is, what do you do about fire ants if you get them into your raised bed and you don't want to use some chemicals that could actually get to your crops? That I don't have an answer for. But this young lady here does.
Yeah, so.
Grits. Baking soda, grits. Good. I hate grits. The grits. Going out the raised bed. I'm gonna know, I didn't know grits until I came to school. At usually 68, having your first breakfast. Grits. It's the first and last time I ate grits. Grits just aren't popular anymore. That's in the back. Oh.
They might be. If I put in your bed, get hungry again, eventually I check the morning and make the pot or boiling water. Because get down, eat, and
What are the instant individuals' comments were about fire ants and some personal experience, but he knows people who have done some studies. The grits necessarily may not do it, actually may multiply, but other things you can do is cover them up, or you can use boiling water, very hot boiling water. And what the third thing you mentioned is
Organic ground, so there's big power over there, but you can kind of hard to find it. It is based on Amazon. But you don't want much too much. Which is great here, so, but we know it's very good working Texas environment.
I don't know, 6 years.
So this is kind of what we found, control error.
Shade over. I can't remember everything said. But some of the things, there is organic compound out there that can be bought and used. Doesn't have a very long shelf life, but it is effective with fire ants. It is called Spinosis. It is available on Amazon. And if it's approved for organic gardening, then it's good for anything. Organic is the ultimate. No chemicals there. So it will work. That is to combat fire ants in your bed. Okay, Haley, our extension agent, saw the question or responded back in, and there is on
fireants.tennessee.edu if they need information on managing the pest.
very good. All right. Yeah, fire ants was my first experience in Texas. Disappointed when I got to Tennessee years later out here too. Just like armadillos. All right, elevated raised beds quickly. Built for more physically challenged gardeners. When they get older, it just gets more even bending over to a crazy. It's nice to get down. More for handicapped people in wheelchair. So they can have the joy of gardening. Usually they're 6 to 8 feet in length, so you can build them whatever size. You don't want them to get much more than 4 feet. Again, that same, because even in a wheelchair, you pull alongside, you can get out about 2 feet with your Both of them I built, they could be right. Height wise, basically the bottom of the bed will be about 19 inches. That's about where their lap would be if they're sitting in a wheelchair. And then you'll have your depth of your bed. Your depth of your bed can be whatever you want. Again, more shallow might limit you on what you want to use, maybe just for gardening, whatever. You get it in, if you could do, usually around 14-inch bed, and bed is other things that are no. Holes in the bottom for drainage. Again, there's this critical here again, if you use whatever you want. And again, just like raised beds, you use the same recipe for soil that you want to put into an elevated raised bed. Actually, the bed we saw earlier that was had been weathered, this is what it looked like when it was born. Yeah, this is built, the first bed I ever built, this is out at Gaining Ground Grocery out Methodist Church out there next to the old Temple University. Built that, a slat in the bottom of the screen. Put handles on so you can pick it up and move around when it was empty. Plus, I was learning how to do some cuts, they call it there at the bottom. One of the legs did break this time. Again, elevator raised beds, we talked about the drainage. This is actually out at Dixon, there is a senior center. This bed is out there. It's got a drainage pipe there. If you look over here, see the pipe runs a hole in it. That answers your question. And I get this clip from somebody that sent me a picture. No, it's not something. It's not. So you drill a hole. You drill a hole great. You got basically a 2-inch wide. And you could make this a really piece of pipe. Well, the PVC sits underneath the wood and water PVC there. And then on my legs here is now in Kentucky opening. They made it a little bit wider when I got to the end, so it would droop down. And that gave you elevation change from water went down and catch it in the bucket. Actually, this one has go from there. So we did a rainfall one day, so I tried this and go. And I've done it in a lot of beds, and I've got some good feedback. It's great, it works. Again, elevator raised beds, different sizes and shapes. This was one of the first ones I was. And we built this out with Stevens, who's previous extension agent. Said, well, we gotta be able to have deep enough, so on the end, partner that was a good almost 20 inches deep with the base. And actually, this is it in place down at the food bank, but they just put herbs in it. All right, summary. Raised beds have great initial financial investment in construction in your soil, but they do provide a very significant advantage in creating a productive and healthy garden. Yes, ma'am.
Emergency cold frames for tanking of beer.
And you could do that. Get to that, but you might see a picture here. So it could be a gardening activity. It was out there actually the beds we moved and they were out at the shipping center. One of our master gardeners was out there trying to get some hours and he brought his son down. He had a good time struggling in the soil. Obviously, you can have a very productive garden, harvest there. This is out here, our beds out here. This is half of the sweet potatoes we harvested last fall. They ended up with, I think, close to 50 pounds. So sweet potatoes out of the bed, all different sizes. They're huge. That's what the sweet potatoes look like before we were digging. And we did this at our fall festival, and we had the kids come out. They got to enjoy harvesting and went from there. This was the result of it. And I said there was even another whole swap. But your sweet potatoes will grow up. They're a vine, but potatoes actually in the ground. Vine comes out. And you can keep whacking those, and I was doing that all summer because if not, I know the guys that go there ditching that. So we did that to kind of keep them off the ground. This is new potatoes from our crop this year. Again, this is half. We harvested about 30 pounds of new potatoes this year, back in early June. Some of our cool weather crops are being planted and all harvested now and gone. Broccoli, we've done, had cabbage out there. Cauliflower, we had a couple different types of kale and lettuce. We also did, last year, we did one little bit, we just threw seeds out, mixed lettuce and greens and grew up real well, harvested all. Everything we harvest here goes to the food bank. We have a grow buckets in here, which this year, last year, it was successful grow buckets. This year, not as good. Can't figure it out. It's the seasonal thing. This is a cucumber plant. Cucumbers will grow, so be careful. This is my first mistake last year. I planted 2 of them. Fortunately, Katie caught me. Takes it. I pulled one out. So those things will grow. I never will. Cucumbers. There actually is a cage in here. This is grown up over the top of the cage. We harvested a hell of a lot of peppers. There was a pepper plant here that was in there before. It didn't overshadow the pepper plant and basically killed its smother. So that's why you gotta be careful where you plant where things go. These are additional pepper plants here, so ultimately we've got a little space there between, but cucumbers will go. We've got one out there now. It's looking like this right now. We've already started this week, taking some cucumbers off. We watered this morning. There's a couple cucumbers. Walk out there, you take a look at it. Got some okra out there right now. It's first year. I've grown okra. Katie harvested some the other day, but there are some more buds. We've got a problem. Some pseudo fed on the leaves, so we sprayed the other day with the soapy. Yeah, these, like I said, cucumbers will take off, and so you only want to put one in the ground. Put a nice bed, be careful. This is one of our master gardeners. So he's a retired professor from Chat State. These are all the beds that Cedar Mill that I talked about here, Grant Cedar. He bought 26, they got 26 beds out. It's an excellent job, as you can see, he's mulching around, he's got walkways and everything else. Irrigation systems put in, but he's got 26 beds. And his ground sloped a little bit, so if you look at the pictures, you can see he put some big stuff in there to keep things level and go from there. But again, that's a 12-inch board there that he's got going. So he's got good depth, even at 12 inches with tomato plants. This is a raised bed actually out in Black Creek. I stumbled on the other day driving around. It's a kit they bought, so I'm wondering how long it's going to last for them. But it's a U-shaped thing. They got vegetables as well as some flowers in there. This is actually another one. It's on the 18th fairway at Black Creek. Obviously, I live at Black Creek. That's why I talk about it. It's off the back of the house, and their ground slopes way down. And it caught my eye, and I realized it. So I went up the other day quickly, and I was playing and to take some pictures. These are all tomato plants right now. They've got some big tomatoes on them. There's 2 beds. You can't tell, but they've got one higher in the back, and then this one. So they built it out in terrace. Actually, the platform they got their bed on. And they use the old treated lumber landscaping timbers. That's what they've got there. Gathered on the side, flat on the other 2 sides, and about 3-4 foot tall, and went from there. So we went back up there when we play tomorrow and take some more pictures better. I did find a golf ball walking through there. So it was beneficial. So that's it, folks. Hopefully it's been helpful to you today. I'll take any more questions we have either on with the Zoom or here in the classroom. Hopefully maybe you learned something. I learned something back from you, so I appreciate the feedback. If you aren't doing raised beds, I would suggest getting into it. I've enjoyed. I got into it actually because of master gardeners. I don't have a raised bed in my yard because the way it's set up. I live right on the course, but I got some trees and other stuff, so I don't have very good sunshine to put a bed in. But I've got into building the raised beds, the elevator raised beds, and thanks to the pandemic, and had good success with it and go from there. I did see a question back here. The question is, this individual is planting several tomato plants this year. The leaves are turning brown and kind of smoothening up. Yeah, all the way up. I would say, and help me here, guys, might be something new, trying to fertilize any since you put them in. Okay, the one you might fertilize, I don't know how much water you've given them, because you can overwater a lot of vegetables, and I think that's kind of a problem. Go out here and look at my tomatoes, they're not as good as I thought they are, while Katie is not here today, but hers are just, well, I've got some big tomatoes. It's themselves big. Okay. Mhm.
It's not good on what this year. I thought. Okay, if you. And you could picture. Any more. Could you any six? These, yes. And I'm going to respond.
See if I can get them, let's see, get away with, you could have them. And be okay. May want to shade it, get some see it, but maybe they put some shade up, some cover over it a little bit. Gets back to the comment here about putting hoops, and you talked about that, you put hoops and the covering over your beds, and actually even start your beds earlier. Because it helps retain heat and so forth in there. One thing you can do is best. I've talked to almost 2 hours now, and I apologize for that. But there's a lot more we could talk about. Irrigation systems themselves. So, but yeah, no, I think it'd be okay. We go from there.
Just a few things to we have this and it's free to next month. We will have safety issues that would be good. Cedar is teaching that just all that in physical therapy and basically areas to do that as well. So that will be very, as we work be careful with physical bodies as well as there are certain tools we can use for eyes and things. And
I'm bigger it's over next week.
One, two, three, four. Shade garden. Next, one, the two, and then the last. I was teaching that something here on the subjects. We appreciate everything that you has given us. But here's the don't let it discourage you. Go ahead and start small and there and that we have a place for it. If we did the other day, so then we could find it there anywhere if we wanted to. And we sort it out and we start moving into that's where we're going to put the chance to start. And then we get more and we've been there almost 60 years and so you can just keep to do. So don't let that do so much without you and anything else that you want to say is our wisdom. Just give us a note. Please question here. Thank you, Peter.
Okay. We're.